Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Nate. Here it is Thursday, January 19th. So I'll start off Thursday Thoughts today by talking about Apple's educational event that took place in New York City today. And at this event, Apple announced how they're going to reinvent the textbook. So Apple's opened up a new section in the iBook store that has been specifically dedicated for these new textbooks. I think there's about 8 available currently right now. And you'll be able to get your hands on these new textbooks with Apple's new version of iBooks. This is version 2.0. It's a free update that you can download from the App Store today for all of your devices. So at the event, then Apple demoed these textbooks, and they talked about how they are better than textbooks that you'll find in the classroom today. So these textbooks for the student are going to be a lot more interactive. They've got graphics, pictures, and videos that have been embedded in the textbook itself that makes learning a much more interesting experience. Also for the student, then you can simply highlight text that you feel is important. You can quickly jot down notes in it. You can create flashcards to help you study. Let's say you're using math textbook, you're doing some practice problems and you want to check your answer. Instead of having to flip all the way to the back of the book, you'll be able to check your answer right then and there using the digital textbook. Also then, let's say you're searching for a term, you're not sure which page or section or chapter it appeared on. You can use the search bar that's been built into the textbook, and it will show you all the pages that that term appears on. So it makes things a lot easier for the student. Also then, from a school standpoint, these textbooks are about $14.99 to purchase, so it's a lot cheaper than having to pay 60, $100 or whatever it costs for textbooks these days. And so it's going to save schools money. And also, the students are always going to have the latest and most updated information. So if publishers want to update the information in the textbook, they can by simply sending out an update over iBooks, because textbooks today become outdated very quickly, and schools are constantly having to purchase new textbooks every so often to make sure the students are being taught the latest information. So for these new textbooks then, they can be written by using a new application that Apple's launched in the Mac App Store for free today. It's called iBooks Author. So pretty much anyone out there who owns a Mac can create a textbook that can be sold on the iBooks Store. That's pretty cool, and I will have a video demoing that application in the next couple of days. Also today then, Apple issued an update for iTunes. This is version 10.5.3. That will allow you to sync the textbooks that you've purchased from iBooks then with your iTunes on the computer. This week, AT&T announced new data plans for smartphones and tablets running on their network. So these new data plans, for the most part, have just been created to take more money out of your wallet every month. So beforehand, you could get 250 megabits of data for $15. Now you can get 30 megabits of data for $20. So it's $5 more for only 50 more megabits of data. So as I said before, really just created to take more money from you every month. Now for the Data Pro plan, you could get 2 gigabits of data for $25. Now they're going to charge you $30 for 3 gigabits of data. So you are getting another gigabit, which is a good value. But as AT&T said in a previous statement, 98% of their users use less than 2 gigabits of data per month. So if nobody's going to use it, they're really just trying to get $5 more out of you every month. And then they also introduced a new plan that is 5 gigabits for $50 per month. So if you currently have a data plan with AT&T, they're not going to make you switch over to one of these new data plans. You'll be able to stick with the data plan that you currently have. But if you're looking to sign a contract with AT&T and don't want to have to pay for one of these more expensive data plans, they don't go into effect until this Sunday, January 22nd. So as long as you sign a new contract with them before then, you'll be able to get one of the current cheaper data plans that they offer at the moment. Last week at CES 2012, a company called HZO showed off some waterproofing technology for Apple devices. So basically, they waterproof the components on the inside of the device, and they at CES they were showing off how they could dunk certain devices like the iPod Touch in a fish tank, and the device continued to operate normally. Now, reports this week are suggesting that Apple was in talk with this company to integrate this technology in their upcoming mobile devices. I think this would be a good idea for Apple. I know that they don't cover water damage under their warranty, but by simply integrating the HZO technology, they could eliminate of the problem since accidents do happen. So I'll wrap up Thursday Thoughts today by talking about the current state of the iPhone 4S and the iPad 2 jailbreak. So this week, the iPhone dev team showed off a video of a jailbroken iPhone 4S as well as a picture of an iPad 2. And in my opinion, I think we're going to see the jailbreak hit this Sunday. In the past, the iPhone dev team has released new jailbreaks on Sundays anyway, so I think there's a good chance that we will see it this weekend. If not, hopefully very soon, as they have announced some updates on Twitter this week saying they're very close to finishing. So thanks for taking the time to watch Thursday Thoughts today. Please like it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.